You're listening to the Faeries and Folklore podcast by Ronel. I'm dark fantasy author Ronel Janse van Vuuren. With nearly a decade of digging around in dusty folklore books, researching creatures of imagination that ignited my curiosity, I'm here to share the folklore in a nutshell and how I reimagined it for my writing in An Origin of the Fae. This is the Faeries and Folklore podcast. Hi, I'm your host, Ronel Janse van Vuuren. You can just call me Ronel. In today's episode, we're continuing our exploration of the Faery. This episode is brought to you by my book, Once, Tales, Myths and Legends of Faery, available in ebook, paperback and audiobook. Go to ronelthemythmaker.com/my-books for more. We are continuing our exploration of water fae. Today's fairy, Sea Nymphs. Folklore in a nutshell by Ronel. The Nereids of Greek mythology are deeply associated with water, especially seawater. They are the personified spirits of the sea in female form. Usually found in the sea around ancient Greece, they live harmoniously with all sea creatures and enjoy playing with dolphins and hippocampi. The sea nymphs are benevolent figures and are helpful to sailors in distress. In some versions of the myth, they are portrayed with fishtails, like mermaids, instead of feet. Amphitrite is the most famous of the Nereids, as she is the wife of Poseidon, mother of Triton, and queen of the ocean. Mostly, the Nereids live in golden palaces in the depths of the Aegean Sea with their father Nereus. They symbolize all that is good and kind about the sea. The Nereids are beautiful young maidens who love to sing and dance. And now for my interpretation of the Fae, in An Origin of the Fae, Sea Nymphs. These Fae are the embodiment of everything beautiful and kind about the sea. They love to sing and dance, causing happiness and serenity throughout the sea. Sea nymphs are always at the height of fashion, though they prefer being barefoot. They appear frivolous, but they are actually extremely powerful and loyal. They protect the sea, those who live in it and those who travel over it, which naturally makes them clash with the sea witches from time to time. Some live with the king of the ocean in his golden palace, but most prefer traveling the depths and discovering new things. On occasion, they'll take part in parades and ride on the backs of dolphins or hippocampi. As a little bonus, let's look at the translation of sea nymph into Afrikaans. Sea nymph. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of the Faeries and Folklore podcast and that you've learned something new about faery. Remember that you can get a transcript of this episode in the description. If you're new to the podcast, why not go and grab your free copy of Unseen, the second book in the fairy tale series, on my website, ronelthemythmaker.com. Loads of folklore, magic, and danger await. Take care.